Are your savings secretly shrinking every single day right here in the UK? You work hard, you scrimp, you save, but it feels like you're stuck on a financial treadmill, losing ground with every step. The cost of living crisis in the UK isn't just a headline, it's a silent killer, systematically eroding your hard-earned money and your future. But what if I told you there's one powerful, often overlooked budgeting rule that can not only protect your wealth but actually help it thrive, even in this high inflation environment? Today, I'm sharing the Inflation First Investment Rule, a principle I've honed over years navigating volatile markets, and it's the only budgeting rule you need to beat UK inflation. Stick around, because this isn't just about surviving, it's about building genuine wealth. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll see your finances and inflation in a completely new light. Are you ready to stop inflation from stealing your future? Let me know in the comments if you felt the sting of inflation this year. You know the feeling, don't you? That gnawing frustration when your grocery bill keeps climbing, your energy direct debit doubles, and your take-home pay just doesn't stretch as far as it used to. It's like working harder just to stay in the same place, or even worse, to fall behind. This isn't just a tough patch, it's the reality of UK inflation acting as a hidden wealth thief. Every single day, your money loses a bit of its purchasing power, slowly but surely stealing your future. Imagine putting £100 under your mattress today, only to find that in a year it can buy significantly less. That's not just an inconvenience, it's a source of genuine financial stress, and it prevents you from building the life you deserve. This silent theft makes you question every financial decision, leaving you feeling helpless and stagnant. But what if there was a way to turn this around, to make your money work harder than inflation itself? So, how do we fight back against this invisible thief? In this video, I'm giving you a complete blueprint. You're going to learn exactly how to expose the real crisis of UK inflation on your personal finances, and then, critically, how to apply the Inflation First Investment Rule directly to your UK budget. We'll identify precisely where to invest your hard-earned money to not just keep pace, but actually outpace the rising costs here in the UK. I'll show you practical ways to optimize your spending to free up more capital for growth, and perhaps most importantly, we'll dive into the mindset of millionaires, how they embrace inflation and how you can too. By the end, you'll have the tools and the perspective to secure your financial future, regardless of what the inflation numbers say. Are you ready to stop playing defense and start playing offense with your money? Now, let's dive into the absolute core of our strategy. Step 1. The Inflation First Investment Rule. This isn't just a concept, it's your new financial North Star. Here it is. Your primary financial goal, before anything else, must be to grow your capital faster than the prevailing rate of inflation. Think about it. If inflation is running at 5% in the UK and your savings account is only giving you 1%, you're effectively losing 4% of your money's real value every single year. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. This rule flips traditional budgeting on its head. Instead of just trying to save more, we focus on ensuring your money's real purchasing power actually increases. Let's imagine you have £20,000 in savings. With 7% UK inflation, in just 1 year, that £20,000 can only buy what £18,600 could buy previously. You've lost £1,400 in purchasing power without spending a penny. But if that £20,000 was invested, growing at, say, 10%, even after inflation, you'd have more real wealth. This isn't about chasing unrealistic returns. It's about a fundamental shift in perspective to always prioritize strategies that actively beat inflation. If you don't grasp this, all your other budgeting efforts will be like running on quicksand. But how do we actually do this with a UK budget? That's what we'll tackle next. This brings us to step 2, UK-specific budgeting, and how to apply this inflation-first rule. This isn't just about cutting back, it's about strategic reallocation. You need to consciously prioritize directing your money towards inflation-beating assets first, before it even hits a low-interest savings account. Imagine your monthly income like a pipeline. Instead of letting all the water flow into a stagnant pond, we're diverting a significant portion directly into a high-growth reservoir. This means actively reviewing your budget and identifying funds that can be moved from non-performing assets, like traditional current accounts or ISAs with minimal interest, into growth vehicles designed to outpace UK inflation. For example, if you typically save £300 a month, instead of it sitting in a standard savings account earning 0.5%, we look at immediately putting a portion of that, say £150, into an investment ISA. Even small, consistent reallocations can have a profound impact over time. We're talking about shifting your mindset from saving for saving's sake to investing to beat inflation first. But where exactly should this reallocated capital go? That's the crucial question we need to answer in our next step. So, you've reallocated your funds. Now, where do you put them? Step 3. Beyond savings accounts, where to invest now to outpace UK inflation. The painful truth is, traditional savings accounts in the UK are rarely your friend in a high inflation environment. Their rates are almost always lagging behind. For context, typical instant access savings accounts currently offer around 1 to 2%, while UK inflation has recently soared much higher. So what are your options? Historically, asset classes that tend to perform well during inflationary periods include equities. That's investing in company shares, often through diversified funds like index trackers, which give you broad market exposure. Then there's property, whether through direct ownership or real estate investment trusts, REITs. And finally, inflation-linked bonds, though these are often more complex for individual investors. It's crucial to understand that all investments carry risk, and past performance is not a guarantee of future returns. However, comparing potential returns, a diversified global equities fund, while volatile, has historically offered average annual returns significantly higher than typical savings rates over the long term. For example, over the last 10 years, the FTSE All-Share has delivered average annual returns of around 5 to 7%, clearly demonstrating its potential to outpace inflation. Though again, this is not a guarantee. The key here is diversification, spreading your money across different asset types to reduce risk. This isn't financial advice, but a guide on where to research further. But wait, what if you feel like you don't even have enough spare capital to invest? That leads us to our next vital step. Now for step 4. Smart spending and cost optimization, unlocking more capital for growth. Many people assume they don't have enough money to invest, but often the problem isn't income, it's inefficient spending. This step is about intelligently optimizing your outgoings to free up capital that can then be immediately funneled into your inflation-beating investments. We're not talking about extreme deprivation, but strategic cuts and smarter choices. Have you reviewed all your direct debits recently? Those forgotten subscriptions to streaming services you barely use, or that gym membership you rarely visit, can quickly add up. Consider negotiating deals on your utilities, broadband, and insurance. Often, a quick phone call to your provider or a visit to a comparison website can save you hundreds of pounds a year. These are invisible expenses, money just leaking from your budget without you noticing. For instance, switching your broadband provider or cancelling unused streaming services could instantly free up £30 to £50 a month, which you could then immediately redirect into your investment ISA. Think of every pound saved as a pound earned, ready to be put to work for you. This isn't about living less, it's about living smarter so you can fuel your financial growth. But even with all these strategies, there's one more piece of the puzzle that truly sets successful individuals apart. This brings us to step 5, the mindset of millionaires, embracing inflation, and how you can too. This might sound counterintuitive, but truly wealthy individuals don't fear inflation. They understand it and plan for it. They view it not as a destructive force, but as a predictable economic phenomenon to navigate. The key shift in their mindset is this: they don't hoard cash. While having an emergency fund is essential, beyond that, they actively move their capital into productive assets. They understand that cash sitting idle is losing value. Instead, they acquire assets that either generate income, like rental properties or dividend-paying stocks, or appreciate faster than the rate of inflation. This isn't about being reckless, it's about being strategic. Imagine two people in the UK. One constantly worries about rising prices and keeps all their savings in a low-interest account. The other acknowledges inflation but actively invests in diversified funds, seeing it as an opportunity to acquire assets at a discount during market dips. This mindset transforms anxiety into empowered action. It means focusing on acquiring productive assets that work for you, rather than letting inflation work against your static savings. This mindset is perhaps the most powerful tool you'll gain today. You've learned the rule, you've seen the steps, but understanding is only half the battle. Now comes the crucial part: action. Every single day you delay implementing the inflation-first investment rule, your hard-earned money loses value. It's a silent, persistent drain on your financial future. Don't let fear or inertia steal your potential for wealth. Take that first step today, however small it seems. Open that investment account, review your budget with a critical eye, or simply commit to learning more about specific UK investment options. Your financial resilience, your future independence, depends on it. If this video has sparked something in you, please hit that like button, subscribe for more practical UK financial advice, and share your very first step towards protecting your wealth in the comments below. Let's build a community of financially empowered individuals. And so, we conclude this journey. Financial freedom isn't a stroke of luck. It's the culmination of understanding, strategic planning, and consistent, disciplined action. You now possess the inflation-first investment rule, not just a concept, but a powerful principle to guide your UK budgeting and investment decisions. You're empowered to implement strategies that actively beat inflation, secure your financial independence, and prevent the silent wealth thief from stealing your future. Remember, your money is a tool. Learn how to wield it effectively. The power to secure your financial destiny is now firmly in your hands. Go forth, apply these principles, and build the resilient, prosperous future you deserve.